Hi, welcome to Charlestown and Beyond. I'm Kathy Giordano, here on location today for this week's show. I'm across the street from Harvest on Vine Food Pantry as they prepare to give out over 800 Thanksgiving dinners to the needy of Charlestown. You know that they're our principal charity, and we had a pleasure of talking with a lot of the volunteers and Tom MacDonold, the director, who is my guest on today's show. Let's take a look and talk with the people that make all of this possible. I have a few volunteers here with me right now that I'd like to have you listen to. Miles.
Kathy.
Tell me, what brings you here today?
It's Thanksgiving, and Charlestown is one of those communities that they care, and I think for anyone who knows that there is need here and it's on the other side of the hill, it's rewarding to be able to come and just make their Thanksgiving a little bit more meaningful.
Thank you, Miles. Bob Rooney, Charlestown's own. Bob, I know you've been doing this for many years. Why? What brings you down here every year?
Well, the gratitude of the people that are receiving the items. They mention it all year round, how well we were treated, what they received, and how the whole family appreciated what we did. And it's very nice.
That is, and I've heard that also. Okay, Jim.
I've just retired, and I haven't lived here all that long, but this is part of the neighborhood. I live right up the street on Pearl Street, and I want to be part of the neighborhood. It's a great neighborhood, and I want to contribute as one does to any neighborhood that they live in and are a part of. So that's why I'm here.
I'm going to introduce you now to Leo Breen. I know he's a very familiar face in Charlestown, and he's been coming here for how many years, Leo?
I think this is probably about my 8th year that I've come and helped out the Harvest on the Vine to help the people that are in need of a good meal, and it does an awful lot of wonderful work for these families that are in dire need of having just a pleasant day on Thanksgiving.
Right. This is really a tradition for Charlestown to do this.
Yeah, it's great because most of us grew up in this neighborhood and we know how it is, and we want to give back to the community, and basically that's what we try to do. Cookie is give back to the needy people that can use this type of help.
Right. Let me introduce my guest tonight on the TV show and the director of the food pantry, Tom MacDonold. Tom, you got a beautiful day today.
We have a perfect day, and I have to introduce my very dear friend Judy Burton here.
Hi, everybody, and we're doing a marvelous job. We have over 700 sign-ups already, and they're lined up from here to past Hay Square. So everybody's welcome for a wonderful Thanksgiving dinner.
So Judy's been with me since the day I started here in 2003, and it's a big day for us. We got about 60 or 70,000 pounds of food we're going to give away. We got about 50 or 60 volunteers, and we got the boss here taking charge of everything.
He thinks I'm the boss.
I know better. She is the boss.
Well, here we are in the studio. It was a great day. The weather couldn't have been better, and I'm going to go right in and introduce my guest, Tom MacDonald. Tom, what a great experience that was for me, and I know all the volunteers that came really were delighted to be there.
It was a special day, Cookie, and we probably had 60 volunteers that day, and we had a perfect day, and which was a good thing because the line went, like Judy Burton just said, went around Hay Square and down to the basketball court, so it was a good day for the people coming to get some food.
Oh, it was. And may I remind everybody that this is a live call-in show, and if you'd like to call in and talk to Tom, It's 617-708-3290. It's up on your screen. Give us a call. Tom, it was a special day, but in your thoughts, what made it so special this year?
Well, this year there was an avian flu back in the spring, which apparently there was a turkey shortage because of it, and so we usually get 400 turkeys donated to us that weren't donated this year. So people really stepped up and donated money so we could buy them, and we were able to get 760 turkeys. And the generous people at Charlestown really stepped up, and the businesses, and it was just heartwarming to see what happened. It really was.
Yeah, I saw the turkeys coming and coming
they
and
didn't
coming.
stop, yeah.
Oh, and I never thought, I mean, that avian flu, that was months and months ago, and I forgot about it. Yeah, but that would affect.
Yeah, it affected, throughout the year it affected the food pantry because with eggs, things like that. So we went to get our usual amount from the Greater Boston Food Bank, and they were strapped.
Wow.
So we had to shop around, and some people really stepped up for us. Whole Foods in Charlestown.
Wonderful.
Really did a wonderful job for us, and Roach Brothers.
Wow.
Roach Brothers
from way
stepped
out
up.
there in Hyde Park.
Well, this one
I
was
know
in
they're
Quincy,
out with,
and
yeah,
so
they have spread out.
wonderful
yeah.
guy named Artie at the Quincy store,
Wow.
and so we were able to get enough so everyone had a turkey.
Oh, that is fantastic. You never know what's going to hit you from
don't
year to
know.
year, I'm sure,
right.
at the food pantry. And I know you're so appreciative of everything that is donated.
Oh yeah.
You had some big shots show up that day, and I know that must have lent a little bit of excitement to it.
Well, it really, it was a special distribution this year.
Before you go into that,
yeah.
we have a phone call.
Oh, good. Even
Hello,
better.
caller.
Hi, I was wondering if I could ask a question.
Sure.
I noticed that there was a Teamsters truck there. I was just wondering how they were involved with, or if they were involved with your distribution.
Great question.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That is a great question. Local 25, right in Sullivan Square, the Teamsters, donated a truck and a driver and forklift operator. And without them, it would have been a logistic nightmare. We had about 20 pallets of food on that truck. The driver, guy named Brian McLeod, was just great. We were in Chelsea, Quincy, Charlestown. There was another stop, I forget, and Dorchester at the Greater Boston Food Bank, and he was just great. And a guy named Jimmy Donovan, he's kind of the public relations guy with the Teamsters, and he's just great. So they did that, they donated that, and it really made the whole day possible.
And
So
of course,
tip of the cap to Local 25.
Smitty was the forklift driver.
And
He's a townie.
Bobby Smith is just the most generous guy.
He is a
He's a
nice guy.
retired Teamster, and he cranked up that forklift like he never got off it. And I just want to say thank you to Sean O'Brien, who's the head guy down there. I mean, it starts with him, and between Sean and Jimmy, they made it happen.
The Teamsters have always been generous to Charlestown
Yeah.
and the residents. So let's get back to talking about the dignitaries that showed up to help you out.
Well, yeah, I mean, it was a real thrill this year. We had Mayor Walsh, which just made my day to see him come in, and
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, oh, he's just a great guy, and he generously took pictures with the clients. They were so thrilled to get their pictures taken with him, and with the volunteers, we were just as thrilled. And both Sals came, Sal LaMartina, Sal DiDomenico, and they're not there just to get their picture taken. They dig right in and give out the food. Same with Marty. And
Danny Ryan
Charlestown's
was
own
there.
Danny Ryan was there, and
Yeah.
Danny comes every year. They all come every year. And Danny's just great. He's a huge supporter of Harvest on Vine. We're lucky to have him in Charlestown. And then there was the police presence. There must have been, you were there, Cookie, 6, 7, 8 police officers, and
Well, there was traffic on
Yeah.
Vine Street,
Yeah.
people trying to get near it, and people lining up, and you didn't want disruptions in the line, and not that there was any problems. People were very patient.
people were wonderful.
But they got there, I was told, like 7 o'clock in the morning, and it didn't start until 2 p.m. God
Yeah.
love them.
Some of them were putting their carriages there the night before.
My goodness.
So a little tip of the cap to Captain Fong too, who really just a nice guy, and he always helps the pantry when we ask. And Sergeant Chin is his guy, and Bobby Luongo. So, you know, all this community support makes it work. You know, and it runs
does.
smoothly. You know, because of those guys.
It really does. You know, and it's you know, it's a great community, Charlestown, and you know, I had the pleasure of interviewing some of your volunteers, but there were so many more that I couldn't get to, and I'm sorry about that.
Oh, yeah, there were probably almost 60 volunteers that day.
Wow.
And they were all busy, and they made it happen. And people from all over the neighborhood came to help out, and it was just heartwarming to see it. And we're just so lucky. I really kind of view Harvest on Vine as a reflection of Charlestown. That, you know, people just come together. They want to support their neighbors. They're generous. They want to give, and they want to have kind of like that solidarity with their neighbors. That, you know, we're all in it together.
It's true. And we have another phone call, Tom.
Oh, we do. Great.
Hello, caller.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello, Cookie?
Yes.
This is Judy.
Hi, Judy. Turn your TV down.
Oh, all right. Sorry. Listen, Tom has been working so hard all these years at Harvest on Vine. I'm his partner. But I'll tell you, he's an honorary member, a townie of Charlestown. I just made him a townie of Charlestown.
And you have the power to do that, Judy Burton. Yes.
And he loves Charlestown, and the people love him. So look at his face; it's getting as red as feet. But he deserves all the credit. He's very kind. He's got a heart full of gold, and he never sends anybody away. Even if he only had a bag of rice, they could have it. So, Tom, we love you, and you are an honorary townie in my book. Your book is different, but that's my book.
Okay, I'll make him one in my book too, but I already had.
Okay.
Judy, thank you for calling in.
All right. See you later. Bye, Cookie. Bye, Tom.
Bye, Judy.
Now, Judy was one of the stars of the little clip that opened up the show. Judy was one with what did she have on her ears?
Like drumsticks.
Drumstick.
The drumstick hat. Yeah.
She's a marvelous woman.
They don't come any better than Judy. And
Yeah.
when I started in Charlestown in 2003, I'd been out of work for over a year, and I was, you know, and boy, she welcomed me and was so supportive, and she still is to this day. And so I'm just honored to call her my friend.
Yeah,
So,
she's a good
yeah,
person.
so they don't come any better.
Yeah, I had the pleasure of spending a few hours with her last night, and it was such a joy.
Yeah.
So what were we talking about? Let's talk. Can I ask you a question? All right. After something as enormous as this undertaking, then the shelves must get bare. And I know that you request certain items of food to, you know, fill up the shelves again. And you just told me that it's filling up. It's filling up. But now going into the winter months, people won't be going out that much. Their need for food must increase. How can a person help you?
Well, I'll tell you who is a big supporter of ours is the Cooperative Bank and the manager, Tom Coots. And they have a little drop-off area where people can drop off food. And, of course, Charlestown, people are so generous, and I must get a call from Tom every 3 days or so to say, the table's full, can you get down here? And last year, Tom and Billy Boyle organized like a soup drive.
That's right.
And we got the soup maybe at the end of the year, and that soup lasted until through February. You know,
Isn't
we
that
came around 2 or
wonderful?
3, you know. And so these are the things that happen in Charlestown. And the cupboards aren't bare right now, even though we just gave away all that food because it just keeps coming in. And so we go over to the Cooperative Bank. There's other, you know, like I just got a call from Spalding Hospital. They got something for us. They took a collection. Bob Ergens down at MGH, I think. He's he's a Charlestown guy. They got a big drive going there. So it's a continuous thing throughout the year, but especially this time of year, people really get into the spirit, and
That is great.
they want to give, so.
But the need is always there.
Yeah, sadly, the need increases each year, it seems, and the price of food increases each year, so the cost goes up each year. You're trying to get all the family. We try to give them enough food for about a week to 10 days worth of food, 3 meals a day. And so it's, constantly trying to raise money, collect food, and get the word out in case there's a family that doesn't know about us. We don't want them to miss out. So it's a, kind of a cycle of getting food, giving it out, getting the word out so families get what they need.
How often does the food pantry open for people to come in and get food?
We're open twice a month. The second Saturday at 10 in the morning and the last Tuesday at 7 at night. And we do that because some of our clients, they work weekends, so they come to the Tuesday night, and then some work nights, so they come to the Saturday morning. And we ask that families come once a month so that everyone can get some food. And we don't have quite enough to give it to them twice a month. So, now we've never turned anyone away. If someone really needs some food, we give it to them. But people, they follow that rule. I call it a suggestion,
Yeah. Yeah, I know that there must be times when people, out of necessity, give you a call and request something.
Yeah, and we just tell them to come over.
Yeah.
We take care of them.
That's good.
Yeah.
You know what I never mention when I mention you on every week's show is who sponsors the food pantry. It's really St. Mary's, St. Catherine's Church.
It's a parish program.
Yeah.
I mean, it's there because of Father Ronan. He wants to have a presence in Charlestown, especially for the people that need a little help, and he sees this as central to the Catholic mission in Charlestown. And
although you don't have to be Catholic.
No. Anyone can come. Anyone can volunteer.
Right. And anyone can come and get food.
Yes, anyone can come and get food. No, we would never do that. And so that's where it all starts, and it's one of many parish programs that under St. Mary's, St. Catherine's, and so it's one of the outreaches we have, and it's been a success. We estimated in 2014, the year before, that we gave out close to 500,000 pounds of food into the neighborhood.
Wow.
So that it just shows the need that is there.
And how needed you are, which is
we need each other. I mean, I need it really is. And I talked about solidarity. It really, we're all one. And but for the grace of God, I could be in that
all
line.
of us.
And
that's how a townie feels also.
Yeah.
But before we close out this portion, I want to talk about something else that's going on in your life. How can people donate to Harvest on Vine?
They can either drop food off at 49 Vine Street, my office is there, or they can mail a check to Harvest on Vine, 46 Winthrop Street, Charlestown.
That's great.
02129.
02129.
Yeah.
Don't forget that now.
Yeah.
Okay, before we run out of time, I'm sure a lot of you know that Tom is a famous author, and his third book is about to hit the book stands, hit everywhere. Can we talk about that book, Tom?
Sure. Thanks.
Okay, what's the title of the newest book?
Well, the title is The Revenge of Liam McGrew, and it's a crime novel set in Boston and Belfast, Northern Ireland. And it's a part of what is called the Dermot Sparhawk series. So Dermot Sparhawk is a Charlestown guy. He's half Irish, half Mi'kmaq Indian, and he's the protagonist in the story. And it's kind of detective type story, so he investigates usually a murder of some kind,
And he's been a great investigator, too.
Yeah,
I love your last two books. I can't wait to get my hands on this one.
Dermot gets pretty lucky out there, so.
Well, but the scenes are in Charlestown and Boston, so if you're from this area, you're really going to get into it.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
the characters are just wonderful.
Thanks.
And you
Thanks.
can really, they're like someone you know. Hopefully you don't know the person that's got murdered, but you really get into the book. You can't put it down, and I
Thanks.
thank you for coming
Thanks,
out with
Cookie.
another one. So tell me, you're going to have a book release or?
Yeah, we have I guess we'll call it a book launching party
Book launching.
on Sunday, December 13th at the Navy Yard Bistro, 1 o'clock on, 1 to 3:30, 4 o'clock. So John Moore at the Bistro is just
we have a late
great
phone
guy.
call.
Oh,
Let's get
great,
this phone
great,
call in.
great.
Hello, caller.
Hi, this is Betsy.
Hi, Betsy.
I was calling because I really loved his first two books, and I'm looking forward to the third. I was wondering, is there any plans for them to be made into movies? Because I think that they would be spectacular movies.
They
And
sure
keep
would.
writing. Thank you.
Great question. You have any?
Well, I wish there was one outfit that looked at the Charlestown connection, my first book,
Yeah.
a group called Amber Entertainment, but it didn't lead to anything.
Well,
But
it might yet.
it might, yeah, oh yeah, geez. If it does, the people in the pantry will be eating steak, I'll tell you that.
See, this is Tom. All the profits would go to the food pantry. Tom, you are just an incredible human being. So, okay, we want to go down to the Navy Yard, to the bistro?
Yep, the Navy Yard Bistro, it's a great restaurant. John Moore is a huge supporter of the food pantry.
Yeah, he's a nice man.
Just a great man. And it'll be Sunday, December 13th, 1 to, say, 4 in the afternoon. And the Patriots game will be on the TV.
Oh, that's great.
So, sorry for the guys that it was during a Patriots game, but
What time does the game come on? Can they come?
1 o'clock, yeah.
Oh,
So,
well,
I mean,
That's all right.
I'll be
That's all
watching the game too in there.
Yeah, or send a friend down that doesn't like football to get your book, and or come down, in halftime and get the rest. But, oh, that's fantastic, Tom. I wish you all the luck with this new book.
Thanks, Cookie.
You
Thanks.
deserve it.
Thanks.
It's a great read, I know that. And I know now we have to wrap up. We only have like a minute left. Tom, thank you so
Thank you,
very
Cookie.
much for all
Thank
you
you.
do for Charlestown.
Thank you for your support.
Oh.
You've just been so supportive of us over the years, and it just never stops. And
It's my pleasure.
So grateful to you.
I know you are,
So,
and that's why I love to do
thank
it.
you.
I thank you. Thank you. Well, we are into the holiday season, and what makes it official is this coming Sunday, December 6th at 3:15 in Thompson Square in Charlestown. Mia Walsh and the Enchanted Trolley Tour will light Charlestown's Christmas tree. So I hope to see you all there, and as a community, help bring in the holiday season. And for all our Jewish friends, I want to wish you a happy Hanukkah, which is beginning this weekend. And for our next show in 2 weeks, I invited Santa Claus. I'm pretty sure he can make it. But, I know he's busy, but I'm pretty sure he said he would come. So I hope that you will, get ready, get your list ready so you can call in and ask him what you would like. And if you meet me on the street and you got your list, give it to me. I'll give it to him. But that's in 2 weeks, 2 weeks from tonight. So until then, remember, Charlestown, continue to take care of each other. Good night.